Do you struggle with balance? And do you feel like you would like to feel more confident doing a balanced yoga pose, or just walking through the day feeling more comfortable and centered? This is for you. Now, one thing I hear very often is, Stell, I would like to balance better. And that is absolutely wonderful. But one thing I must say with balancing poses is practice, practice, practice. So often what happens is we try something and then it doesn't quite go the way we wanted it to, and then we give up. With the balancing pose, we really learn about patience, and we learn to understand how our body works. So do not give up if you have just started and you feel like it's just not going the way it should. I wanted to give you just a few things here to help support you with balance along the way. So one thing that all of us assume when we walk into a general yoga class is that we need to look like everyone else, and we need to be freestanding, that ego steps in, and we feel like a failure, or we feel embarrassed if we don't get things quite right. But what I want to tell you here at Kindred Warrior is we are very, very passionate about getting the structure and the pose correct, and that means using props like the wall to support you. So what I'd like for you to do today is to keep that open mind with your props, and our props today is going to be a wall and a block. So if you are starting with a balancing pose and you feel just like your confidence is not quite there, your wall is going to be your friend. We are going to do a few things with the wall here. So let's start with a general tree pose. So the basics of a tree pose is we've got the ankle either in the foot on the ankle, below the knee, or above. But as you are starting out, you might have your hand on the wall. Make sure that your support foot is against the wall, and then come into the shape. Then you can play around with the shape. You can then change your hands, and you can start playing with taking your hand away from the wall. If you feel, for example, you are not quite there yet, then back yourself up against the wall. Make sure your shoulders connect here, and then do the same thing with the support foot. Let it ground down. You can then bring that foot up to any angle that feels good. Hands can then do its thing, but that's going to give you just the confidence to try the shape. It's not always about getting it right. It's about just feeling the energy of what we're trying to achieve through that shape. So think about how you can use that wall to support you. Next, you might want to work on one of our one single standard leaning down poses. Again, what that might look like is our half moon, where we reach down to the ground. So use a block for this one. We're going to bring your support foot, so the standing foot will be next to the wall. Your hand will come down, and then you can lean onto the wall and reach your arm up into your half moon. So this is a really nice way to support that. Another pose that we often do in our balance classes might be a dancer pose, where we hold onto the ankle. And this can feel intimidating, right, when we flow forward. So we can do the same thing again against the wall here. Your standing foot is connected to the wall. We'll then hold onto the foot, and you can even use a strap here. If you feel your arm doesn't quite reach the toes, use a strap here to shorten that. Reach your arm up here and then lean forward, using the wall here to support you. So a nice, beautiful way to experience these shapes and build your confidence. Once you have the confidence, you can gently walk away from the wall and try again. And remember, the floor is not too far. If you fall, come back into the shape. Hopefully these little tips help you. I'm so excited to have you on this journey with us. Om Shanti.